All right, guys, what is up? It is your boy, Deluxe Man, getting the lighting straight first so you can see me. And it doesn't look dark. Let me tell you what I'm doing here. See? Lighting's that way. Can you see me? Oh, actually, it's not that bad. Okay, let's try this. Can you see me very well? No, you can't. Doesn't look very well. This is kind of my lamp giving me lighting so you can lighting. There you go. So you can see where I am and we can do a video giving you your Raw review for June 22nd of 2015. As always, gonna talk about the show top to bottom and give you my thoughts on if it was good or not. As I do that, I want to ask you how you felt about Raw. Down below in the comments, tell me if you thought Raw was a good show, because I am going to be reading your comments during this video. I always do this. I love reading your comments during any one of my live reviews. It helps me interact with you, get to know you a little bit better, and understand you a lot more, as you will get to understand me. So look forward to doing that. As I allow people to come in, because I always do this, I always ask some random topic to talk about as I allow people to kind of come in during these live reviews. I want to talk about a recent interview done by Bret Hart. And it was like literally done last week. Before I get into that, as always, up here, see this right here? See this stuff right here? See? Wait, it's not right there. It's right here. I had something up so I couldn't see it. Here we go. This stuff right here, okay? Like me on Facebook. Subscribe and like here, YouTube. And, of course, donate to my Patreon if you would like to contribute to helping this channel become the best viewing experience here on YouTube. Please do. Please donate to my Patreon at www.patreon.com/DeluxeMan. And I am happy to announce, because of my donations for the month of June, I have enough money to finally buy me a new microphone. I know some of you just went, yes, yes, yes. I know, right? Finally. Yeah, guys, I'm getting a new microphone. And hopefully when that check comes in, when the payment comes in, it's not check, it's a electronic transfer. When that comes in next month, I will get me a Yeti. So I will have a new microphone. My videos will at least be better in terms of the audio. Now the camera is going to come later, and that's also something you can contribute to. But I also want to thank Mr. Brandon Valboski, who was the new patron, and he donated a big hefty amount, and he has earned one of the 5 slots to guest review a pay-per-view with me. Now, with that said, there's only 1 spot left. I'm only doing 5, okay? Those spots are already occupied. I think Darius got the first one. Dustin's getting the second one. You'll see Dustin, I believe, at Battleground. My boy, who's the other person? I think I'm almost certain it was, oh man, I'm forgetting his name already. This is not good. I need to memorize my patrons' names. And we'll get to the review in a second. Should I get it right? I think it was it Peter? I think it was it Mark? I don't remember. Okay. Well, anyways, my patrons, they occupied the spots. It was Luna. There we go. Luna got, I think, NXT. And like I said, currently, Brandon has Night of Champions. So with that said, guys, we got 1 more spot open. 1 more. $50 if you want it. So again, thank you guys for the Patreon donations. And it's really, really going to go to a good cause. But let's talk about the Bret Hart interview really quickly. For me, after actually listening to it, because I listened to it as well, and these are just my quick thoughts about it. You know, I like Bret Hart. I like Bret because, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, he tells it like it is. He doesn't care who he pisses off. It's his opinion, and he's going to vent it. Who does that sound like? You know? But I like him, man. And in this interview, he talks about how, Seth Rollins is literally the future. because he's called the future in WWE. But for real, he thinks he's the future of the company because he's carrying it right now. He is the guy to watch. And I agree with that. You know, he talks about how it was a mistake to not book Cody Rhodes and Goldust at WrestleMania. Everyone knows that. That was stupid. That was dumb. I don't get that. I still don't understand why they didn't get a match at WrestleMania. Some of you are saying, well, it didn't go over very well at Fastlane because you rushed it. You rushed it so fast to that pay-per-view. If you would have given it a month of build, it would have been something special at WrestleMania. And then you didn't have to waste all that time with other matches that didn't need to be on there, like the stuff with Triple H, Stephanie, Ronda Rousey, and The Rock that went 35, 45 minutes. It could have just been 10, 15, and it would have been much better. You could have given the 20, 30 minutes of that segment to Cody Rhodes and Goldust. You know? Then he talks about Daniel Bryan. He talks about how he feels Daniel Bryan is finished, and he doesn't even know about it. He relates Daniel Bryan's injury to his injury that he suffered at WCW. You know, the Goldberg stunt where Goldberg kicked him in his head, gave him a concussion, and he was done. And he hasn't wrestled since. And he compares, you know, both incidents, and he feels like Daniel Bryan is done, and he doesn't even know about it. Here's my thing. Maybe Bret Hart knows more than I do. You know, Solid Monster said this as well, and I agree. But I feel like for him to say that is kind of like, well, man, it's not your decision. Bryan will let us know if he's ready to quit. When Bryan's ready to quit, he'll quit. It's his decision to make. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? One thing that he did say that kind of made me go, really? Tyson Kidd got injured, and we all know it was an accident. To me, it was an accident. Samoa Joe hit him with that muscle buster and hurt him. It happens, guys. Accidents happen in wrestling. That's what's going to happen. But Bret Hart, in this interview, made it seem like Samoa Joe was careless. Samoa Joe, you know, was... It made it sound like Samoa Joe hurt him and didn't care, you know? And no, that's not true. You know, I think Bret took it a little bit too much to heart. He didn't hurt Tyson Kidd carelessly or on purpose. It just happened. It's an accident. And Tyson Kidd will be back. You know, I see him in pictures with a neck brace and stuff like that. It's kind of depressing because Tyson Kidd has been plagued with injuries. But hopefully he can come back and just move past it. It's sad that Cesaro is like getting no TV time now since him and Tyson Kidd are on a break. That's sad, man. That is what's really pissing me off. It's like, okay, so Cesaro can't get TV time now because screw it. I don't know. It's whatevs. But I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the idea that Samoa Joe was careless and hurt Tyson Kidd. It was an accident. It happens in wrestling. It happens. And no, I don't think the muscle buster should be banned either. Why? Okay, one accident. Now, if someone else gets hurt or, you know, a multitude of people get hurt, all right. I'm not saying we have to get to that point, but, you know, many people have taken the freaking muscle buster and they haven't gotten hurt. This is one instance where it happened and he got hurt. It happens, guys. It really does. All right. We have enough people. Let's talk about Raw. It feels good knowing that Battleground is 4 weeks away. You know, I was getting very worn out with the whole, pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Okay, another pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Are you excited? Huh? And yes, we have a special next Saturday, but that's different, okay? That's I'm going to say not so canon kind of special. I mean, the NXT Championship is defended on there, so yeah, it is kind of canon, but not really. So, to me, that show is based off of one match, the NXT Championship. Anything else on there is just there. Lesnar fights Kofi Kingston. That's going to be a cool match. It's nothing special. It's just a match. But that special is built off of one championship, so it doesn't really count as a pay-per-view or special event. I will be talking about it, though. So the next pay-per-view is 4 weeks away. That's cool. We need this time. We need time to breathe and really allow these storylines and feuds to grow and just really see how far we can take them. That's why we have these times between pay-per-views. I miss the days where when we had the brand split, oh God, here we go. You know, Raw would have a pay-per-view this month, and then SmackDown would have a pay-per-view this month. The pay-per-views would be 2 months apart. So each brand would have, what, 6 pay-per-views? Now, they would come together for SummerSlam and WrestleMania and Survivor Series. Yeah, the big pay-per-views, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. But they would all have their own individual pay-per-views. So they had that time to breathe and build their characters and build their storylines and give us reasons to want to watch them. And I'm so happy now that, you know, well, we're not doing it now, but I'm glad we're taking a break from the whole 2-week builds now. So the question is, did Raw do a very good job of building up to Battleground tonight? Did it do what it needed to do to keep you watching, to get you excited about next week and then the pay-per-view? So let's talk about that then. We opened up the show with Brock Lesnar coming out. Paul Heyman comes out and revisits Lesnar's last night on Raw 3 months ago, and talks about him being up the commentators and, you know, destroying Seth Rollins and being suspended. He then gets told to apologize. If he wants to fight Seth Rollins, he has to apologize to the commentators, which I'm not going to make a big deal about that. But that just goes to show you they only did that to turn him babyface. They purposely had Brock Lesnar attack Michael Cole and the commentators just to make him a face, just to get fans to like him. I just think that's funny. You know, clearly they had no long-term plan for this. There is no storyline going on. It's just, hey, attack the commentators and you're a good guy. It just shows you how they view the commentators. If they're using them to help make people like somebody. Think about that. Just crazy. But he goes out there, shakes JBL's hand, and gives Michael Cole a noogie, a big fat noogie. And then Paul Heyman proceeds to cut yet another awesome promo. Says that Seth Rollins has been protected since the day he came to the WWE. Hell, ever since he was in NXT, he's been protected. The very first NXT World Champion, isn't that suspicious? To this day, as in the Shield, and even now as the Authority's chosen one. You know, I thought it was a good segment. I didn't really dislike it. I thought I did a very good job of setting up what's to come. And nice way to kick off the show with Brock Lesnar. Keep your eyes on the show. And then we have Seth Rollins. I love this. We have Seth Rollins going backstage to talk to Kane and JJ Security, trying to get them to come back together with them, kiss up, hoping to reform the family. And there were all three of them were like, nope. Nope, I just love that. I think that's really cool. And, oh, Jesus, it makes me think about the ending. A rant's coming. A big, fat rant is coming. Stay tuned to the end of this. I promise you. As long as these reviews go. These reviews are long, okay? I know that. But trust me, if you stay until the end, you will get an awesome rant that is worth it. I know you guys like my rants, but stay with it, all right? But we have Dean Ambrose versus Kane. And Kane, the match itself was whatever. But Kane pretty much wins when Seth Rollins comes out and distracts Ambrose to, you know, kiss up to him and stuff like that. I like it because it does 3 things. It keeps Ambrose and Rollins, keeps that going on. You know, keeps that feud fresh. It advances the whole kiss up to the Authority storyline. And, you know, it just really actually adds more to Rollins' character because you now start to see, we know what you're trying to do, man. We know that you're scared of Brock Lesnar. So it's advancing a lot of good things, and it's actually building up to something at the end. So I like that. Then we have, apparently, Sheamus versus Roman Reigns. I like this, too. First off, the match. Oh, let me tell you something, man. Whoever decided to book this feud between Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns, it's really doing some awesome stuff for all parties involved. Roman Reigns is a lot more, how do I put this? He's a lot more into his matches. As of lately, you know, ever since he's been involved in storylines and stuff that is very engaging, and you can tell because he's into it, he's been performing differently, much differently. He's putting a lot more into his matches, everything like from his clotheslines to his his punches. Like he'll clothesline Sheamus, and he'll do like this, like he'll get pumped up, like, and I just like it. It just energizes me, man. And that kind of stuff I like seeing. It's the small stuff. He does everything with a purpose. It makes me want to watch him more. You know, he's becoming more of a better worker than what he was before. You know, before he was just kind of going out there and, okay, get beat up, make a comeback, yay, you know. But now it's like he's actually putting work into it. He's actually creating a match. He's actually making it feel like, okay, we're actually fighting. And this was a stiff match. This was a really good, stiff, nice fight between him and Sheamus. And these two have really good chemistry. I do hope we do revisit this and they have a feud. I can actually buy this as a feud. But anyways, Bray Wyatt comes on the Titantron at the end of the match. And he's at a table with a teacup singing. Well, he's not singing it yet, but he's talking to someone. He's pretending to talk to Roman Reigns' daughter, apparently. And Roman Reigns gets distracted, as he would, because that's his family, because he loves his daughter, and goes outside the ring, goes backstage, and we find that there's nobody there. Bray Wyatt is just playing mind games. Okay, cool. So Bray Wyatt is sitting backstage. Here comes Roman Reigns. He goes to where Bray Wyatt was backstage, and nobody is there. And what we see then is really cool. It's very disturbing and very bizarre, but there's this wall of butchered pictures of Roman Reigns. Like his eyes are cut out, his mouth's cut, and it's just multiple pictures of him. And there's like red paint all over it, an X over a picture of him and his daughter, and anyone but you, you know. Apparently, you know, the storyline is Bray Wyatt is mad at Roman Reigns for taking his spot, and he just wants to make it personal. This is how you do it, man. I think this storyline is good for all parties, like I said before. But, you know, it's getting me invested into Roman Reigns very well. It has me more invested into Bray Wyatt again because he looks like a villain. He's doing villainous stuff. And I'm rooting for Roman Reigns to do something about that because what he's doing is screwed up. You know, that's what villains do. Villains mess with your mind and taunt you by trying to say that I'm going to get your daughter. And now what it's doing is it's developing Roman Reigns' character. It's making us care about him more and getting us invested into him. This is what needs to happen. I kind of wish they would have done something like this before his Royal Rumble win. Maybe fans would like to more. Granted, he was hurt. He was injured. I got that. But still, imagine if we did a storyline like this with Roman Reigns before his Royal Rumble victory. Maybe, just maybe, he would be more liked or more appreciated. Instead of, okay, come back, Superstar of the Year, Royal Rumble victory, and stuff like that. But really enjoying that storyline, man. I am really digging that. All right, Primetime Players versus The Ascension. I completely forgot about The Ascension. Man, since The Ascension has come to the main roster, they have just fallen off. Just fallen off. But solid match. I love Titus O'Neil's spine buster. Not as much as I love Adam Rose's or Leo Kruger's spine buster. Leo Kruger has the best spine buster in the business. It really reminds me of Arn Anderson. It really does. And I love Darren Young's roaring elbow. That spinning elbow he does, I love that. They win the match. And then, man, you know, I know fans aren't very high on the Primetime Players because of, well, lack of TV time, pretty much. But give them a shot. Give the Primetime Players a shot. I think Titus O'Neil and Darren Young have the potential to be really awesome fan favorites. Just give them a shot, guys. We'll see what happens. Now, they are fighting the New Day at Battleground, and I'm pretty sure they'll drop the belts back to them at Battleground. But you know what? A month as champions, that's not bad. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not bad. You know, maybe they can show us something. We'll see what happens. Speaking of the New Day, Kofi Kingston versus Neville. This was a fun match. Man, let me tell you something. It feels so good to have characters, to have well-established wrestlers like Neville and characters like Kofi Kingston and the New Day, because it helps matches like this. It really, really does. You have freaking Xavier Woods on the outside with a camera screaming P.O.P., hold it down, and stuff like that. It's just cheesy. And Kofi Kingston just came walking down the ramp like this, like a freaking fairy from the hood. It was hilarious, man. And I just have fun. It's just fun. It didn't even matter that Kofi Kingston lost because I just enjoyed the segment. I like seeing the New Day get beat up. I love to hate the New Day. It's really cool. Neville was just awesome. Love the Red Arrow. Red Arrow is one of the best moves in wrestling today. And I'm happy they're keeping it strong. Every time he hits it, that's endgame. That's it. I love that. They replay Kevin Owens powerbombing MGK last week. Awesome. Kevin Owens has to be the hottest wrestler in WWE. He has to be right now. Right? Do you agree? King Barrett fought Zack Ryder. Barrett beat Zack Ryder, but whatever they're doing with R-Truth and him, I don't care. I like that R-Truth is showing tendencies of heel R-Truth. He's not heel R-Truth. He's not little Jimmy R-Truth yet, but he's showing those tendencies. My problem with it is I'm not saying R-Truth is an intelligent guy, which is why I'm kind of refraining from calling it stupid. It's just not good. it's just not good. He looks stupid. It doesn't even look all that entertaining. Why is he calling himself King What's Up? It's just not good. The angle they're doing with them is not good. I'm not saying R-Truth isn't entertaining. It's just the material they're giving him and what they're doing with King Barrett. It's not good, man. This isn't helping either one of them, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about it too much. I just don't care. So, John Cena returns. Okay. He's out for 2 weeks. Whatever. Whatever. It's just fine. I guess, man. It's nothing too big. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. It's just, again, when Kevin Owens did it to, Sami Zayn and freaking Neville, they were out for at least 3 weeks or a month. Okay. It's done to Cena. He's back in 2 weeks. At least he was out for a week. I'm not going to complain about it too much. At least he was gone. Because I would really be pissed off if he came back like the very next day. He sold it for at least 2 weeks, whatever. Not going to complain about it. He responds to Kevin Owens saying that his lifestyle is a slogan and it's a propaganda and it's political and it's pretty much done to, for PR for the WWE. You really say never give up because it's good. It makes WWE look good. And John Cena says, you know what? No, I am not propaganda. I am not politics. Politics? Hashtag politics. I am not politics. He just really wants to fight. He really wants to be an honorable champion. He wants to honor the championship he holds. And he wants to prove to the world that I am what I say I am. I am a true champion. He calls Kevin Owens a terrible human being and a dirtbag. Here comes Kevin Owens telling Cena he doesn't care about what he has to say because all his career, I love this. He talks about, oh, great, Cena, you are doing exactly what everyone else in my life has done. Ever since I've been in the wrestling business, I've been called out of shape, a dirtbag, and an asshole. Guess what? This dirtbag, out of shape asshole beat you clean in his first match on the main roster. And all he cares about is his accomplishments and making a name for himself. Unlike Cena, who spends his entire career trying to make people like him. Which, yeah, it's true. That's really true. And then he speaks French, calling him out to have a match. Cena speaks French and, oh, God. Was it Chinese or Japanese? See? Okay. I just insulted somebody. He speaks another foreign language that I don't know about. I'm gonna assume it's Chinese, probably Chinese. And he tells him that he accepts. So now we have Cena versus Owens at Battleground for the United States Championship. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a really cool match. If their matches are anything like the first two, this includes the SummerSlam match. If we do that, we're gonna have one more match at SummerSlam. But if there are matches coming in the near future or anything like their previous matches, I think we're gonna be cool. I think we're gonna be good. Okay, guys, we're going to stop right there. I'm going to pause for a second so I can read some of your comments because I do care about what you have to say. So, guys, go ahead and leave your comments down below as I read some of them here because I just like interacting with y'all. But, midway through the show, I'm thinking, it's a good show. Not the best show in the world, but it's doing everything it should be doing to keep me excited, to get me excited for the upcoming pay-per-view. And I'm really sitting here going, you know, it's cool, you know. And maybe it's because I'm just happy to see Brock Lesnar back. Let's see. Please let there be no more musical performances. There are going to be more. Sorry, man. Unfortunately. But if we get more interaction with the, you know, wrestlers from those musical performers, that would be fine. Like what we did with MGK last week was fine. That was cool. We should get more of that to help really advance storylines. Hashtag Popovich. Why does Brock Lesnar have to apologize in advance for killing Seth Rollins? Rollins was the one who touched him first. I don't think he had to apologize for Seth Rollins. He had to apologize for the commentators, which was whatever. But can't wait for the rant. Can't wait for it either. It's going to be awesome. Kevin Owens is the best part of Raw. Yes, he is. It just makes R-Truth look silly. There we go. It's silly and stupid. Okay, it's just not good. You know, it's just not good. It makes him look silly and stupid. How about Seth Rollins getting Justin Bieber chance? I don't get it. You know, why are we calling him Justin Bieber? It's whatever. It's sticking. It's fun to chant, I guess, but... And it is relevant. But someone explain to me why they're calling him Justin Bieber. I just can't make the connections at all. What is the point of these live streams if he doesn't interact with people? I'm doing that now. You know? Hi. Oh, Jesus. The Kevin Owens versus Cena match, the segment was great. I personally feel they should wait to fight at SummerSlam and then let Kevin Owens mercilessly destroy John Cena to take the championship back from him. Would be a nice idea. Would be nice, period. A few more. How do you feel about Ziggler heading to TNA? Bad idea. Lucha Underground, ROH, GFW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, any other place would be better. TNA is going out of business. Sorry. That's what I feel. Lesnar, please F5 Byron Saxton. Why? I like Byron Saxton. He's a cool guy. Why would you want that, man? Why would you want that? If you remember 2010, Seth Rollins is getting the Drew McIntyre treatment. Yeah, this storyline they're doing with Seth Rollins would have been what they would have done with Drew McIntyre, which honestly probably would have been better. I'm not even kidding you. Drew McIntyre had some legit heat on him. I don't know, man. Rant is coming. Hang in there. One more. What we got? Does anyone else notice Stephanie look down at Seth's crotch when she's talking to him? I don't think she's doing that. No, I don't think she's doing that. No, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it was refreshing to see Brock Lesnar and Heyman on the show. Yes, it did. All right, guys, let's get to the rest of the show. Let's see here. Oh, Lord. Okay. Tamina and Naomi versus Brie Bella and Nikki Bella with Alicia Fox, who is now a part of their stable because screw it. Okay, first off, this match was dumb because they were both heel tag teams. Who the hell am I supposed to like? Yes, I get it. Not all heels like each other. I got that, okay? I'm not trying to say that we can't do this match, but there has to be a freaking reason. Like, is this... I don't understand what's the point of this. This was just a random-ass Divas match between two heel Divas, and the only reason they did it is because the WWE has this idea that all the females aren't faces or heels. They're just females, and because they're females, they have no alignment. They're just loved and hated at any point in time. And I hate that, man. It just really disrespects the Divas. It disrespects the division, and it disrespects the wrestling fans with the Divas division. Because, oh, man, it just really shows you the state of confusion and the lack of direction and a lack of variety of characters and storylines and just interest in the division. And it really just makes me go, well, what's the point, man? You know, it's not good. It makes no sense not to have a structure with the division. It doesn't. It makes no sense for Naomi and Tamina, who are heels, to be fighting another heel tag team. And some of you are going, it doesn't really matter. And that's part of the problem. You say it doesn't really matter. And because it doesn't really matter to you, doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Storyline, storytelling matters. And I really will get to this at the end of the show. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It didn't really work for me. And then freaking Bella Twins won. I'm just sick of it. I guess that's what it is. I'm just sick of seeing the WWE treat the Divas like crap. You know, yes, they get more time. Yes, they have more TV time. Wonderful. But you still don't have them doing anything. You don't get it. You don't get the point of what the fans were asking when they asked you to give Divas a chance. Give them storylines, give them feuds, give them a reason to exist. You know, what you did with Brie, Bella, and Stephanie, let's get more of that. Less of what we did with Brie and Nikki. Don't do that. Jesus, man. Yeah, we really need Charlotte. We need Charlotte. We need Becky, Sasha, and Bayley. Please come up soon. Please. We need something new. I am sick of seeing Nikki Bella as champion. I'm sick of seeing the Bella Twins. I'm just sick of seeing them. You can rant on me all you want. You can tell me, oh, Alex, man, but they've gotten better. You're not giving them a shot. Oh, my God. They've been on TV for, what, almost a year now? That's all we've gotten is the Bella freaking Twins. And what has it done to the division? Nothing. They've done nothing for the division at all. They haven't. The Bella Twins have not impacted the division at all. You can argue Paige hasn't either, but whatever. Say what you're going to say. I just think the Bella Twins as Divas champion, Nikki is just not doing anything for me as Divas champion. I'm talking about this way too much. Let's move on. I like what we did with Ryback. Ryback versus Mark Henry, you know, and Big Show on commentary. Ryback is just becoming a better worker. You know, I think he's now starting to find his stride, starting to get in the groove, you know, starting to actually find out, okay, here's a good time to do the beat me more, you know. And he's selling a lot more. He's making his opponent look a little bit more tougher so he can beat them, make them look good, showing off a lot more aggression, you know. And he actually debuted a new move. So he's actually expanding his repertoire. I like seeing that. He did the frog splash. And it was pretty decent. It wasn't the greatest frog splash in the world, but it was decent. So he beat Mark Henry with the frog splash. He wins the match. And then backstage, he talks to Renee. No, it wasn't Renee Young. It was JoJo. Yes, it was JoJo. And he's talking about, excuse me, I cracked my voice. He was talking. That's what it sounded like. He was talking. He was talking about how, you know, I'm going to do this for my family, my friends, for me, and to be an inspiration to all. Here comes Big Show. They start brawling. I like that. They start fighting. And then he just beats the hell out of Big Show. And I'm like, awesome! You know? And that's what I want to see. I like seeing Ryback be dominant. Okay? I know some of you are going to come up to me and tell me, well, Gillespie, you didn't like it in 2012. No, I didn't like it in 2012 because he can be dominant when I'm not. What I didn't like about that was I didn't like the fact that he got a rocket boost to shut up his ass because I knew nothing about Ryback. I know Ryback now. I know a little bit about him to actually care about him. And I like the fact that the guy is now starting to actually get his groove on. Now he's looking like a legit champion. And you know what? I hope he holds that belt for a while because I think the longer he holds the belt and the more he continues to work, the more I'll care about him, the more of a package deal he'll be, and the better star he'll be in the long run. So I like what they did with Ryback. Dolph Ziggler versus Adam Rose. Okay, I have no idea what they're doing with Adam Rose and Rosa Mendez. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. All I want is Leo Kruger back. Adam Rose lost his posse. He lost the Rosebuds. Why is he Adam Rose? What's the point? Just make him Leo Kruger. Think about this, guys. Same match we just saw. Change Adam Rose to Leo Kruger. Leo Kruger versus Dolph Ziggler. Oh my God, I would love to see that match. And you know what? They had a decent fight at least. I love Adam Rose's spine buster. You can say whatever you want about his character, and please, all your comments about how bad his character is and directionless he is validated. But his spine buster, I think he has one of, if not the best spine buster in the business. I love his spine buster. It looks devastating. That's one of those moves that could be a match ender. It could be if done right. But yeah, I would be 10 times more interested in the match if Adam Rose was Leah Kruger. Better character works, man. But Ziggler wins with a super kick, actually. He wins with a super kick as Adam Rose is coming up the top rope. Wow, a different finisher. It freshens things up. Oh my God. What do you know? It's really cool. And they kiss. You know, I think Lana and Ziggler are a good couple. I think they have a nice chemistry, and they're just cute. They're just a cute couple. Lana is all like, haha, I like him. He's cute. He's really cool. And Ziggler is out there being a beast, and she lets her hair down. Gosh, she's gorgeous. Lana is just good looking, man. They kiss. And then we have Rusev backstage throwing a hissy fit. No, I lost my woman. I lost my woman. And then you have Summer Rae come in, which made me go, okay. Summer Rae, all right. And she helps him up. And I was like, whatever. I guess we're going to do a feud, or that's a feud later on when Rusev gets healthy. And we do Summer Rae and Rusev versus Ziggler and Lana. Okay. Tell me how you feel about that. Okay. I'm not even cracking my knuckles. I'm just, just getting ready. The Seth Rollins apology segment. Let me just say this. At first, I was perfectly happy with it. You know, Rollins comes out, he admits, he says he was wrong for treating the authority wrong, and asks Kane and JJ Security to come out so he can apologize to them individually. He says, you know, I'm sorry, Kane, for calling you this, for calling you old, and JJ Security, I'm sorry for treating you like crap, and I'm not doing this because I'm scared of Brock Lesnar, or I think I can't beat him without you, you know. And he asks to be part of the family. Here comes Lesnar. What do? They run away. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, dude, it doesn't matter if you get back with the authority. You're not going to beat the guy who beat the streak and dominated John Cena. You can have 10 people in that ring. You're not going to beat Brock Lesnar. You're not. You're not. Okay? That's the idea I wanted them to create. I wanted them to create the idea no matter what Seth Rollins did, he was in a situation where it was 90% that he was going to lose to Brock Lesnar. That really creates interest, because now what we do, we create a storyline where Seth Rollins has to now think of a way to beat Brock Lesnar without the usual help of the authority, because that's typical. That's predictable. So when they ran and he just got his ass beat by Lesnar, I'm thinking, perfect. Okay, now end the show with Lesnar beating up Rollins, and then he F5s him and walks away. Perfect. End it. Cut. Good show. I want to see next week, because now I want to see what Seth Rollins is going to do to combat Lesnar in 4 weeks. If it would have ended right there, I would have said, good show. But then they proceed to fuck it all up. Kane comes in, choke slams Brock Lesnar. What the hell? Here comes J&J Security. J&J Security, by the way, the same J&J Security who has been absolutely worthless and hasn't helped Seth Rollins at all. They have been the anti-Shield. Every time they interfered, they've done nothing. They couldn't stop Dean Ambrose from beating Seth Rollins. Most of the time, they couldn't stop Randy Orton. They couldn't stop John Cena. They couldn't stop anybody. All of a sudden now, Kane and these two idiots can stop Brock Lesnar. The same Brock Lesnar that beat the streak and beat John Cena. For what? That makes no sense. Dude, does anybody not get the storyline aspect? I hear people tell me, well, Deluxe-Man, it makes him look human. If I had it, no! just kick something. No, idiots. The whole idea behind Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins is this is unstoppable beast. Rollins is going up against this wall that he has to find a way to take down. That is the intrigue of Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, and they proceed to screw it all up. They take Money in the Bank, I felt like was a good thing for Seth Rollins because he actually proved he can get something done by himself without any help. You can argue what the ending was. You can argue that it made him look weak. He beat Dean Ambrose by himself, okay? So now the idea is, all right, can you beat Brock Lesnar by yourself? Something your boss couldn't do, Triple H, something Taker couldn't do, something John Cena couldn't do. Even with John Cena and you in the match, you still couldn't do it. And the only way you were able to get, or he didn't pin Lesnar, but to get a victory, triple threat match-wise, over him, was do a cash-in. All right, there's no cash-in now. What are you going to do? No, instead of telling that story, we're going to do the whole stupid authority numbers game, which hasn't worked at all, but now suddenly works tonight because screw it. What the hell? Kane chokeslam Lesnar, JJ Security, all four of these motherfuckers took down Lesnar. Just how does this work? It doesn't. It makes no sense. These guys aren't the Four Horsemen. Oh my God. They're not Shield. They're not the Four Horsemen. Storyline-wise, if you look back through storyline, through history, they have not done a very good job at all. So in my mind, I'm sitting there watching this. I'm going, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the flying fuck am I watching? How does this work? And what? So what? Is this going to be what's going to happen for the next few weeks? Oh, Seth Rollins and the Authority are going to, beat up Brock Lesnar in the next few weeks because it's a numbers game. Because it's all about, making him humanized. So what we've done now, we've taken this unstoppable monster and we humanized him. Humanized them so we can create this idea that Rollins can beat him with help. So, okay, what match would you want to see? The unstoppable beast versus a guy who is played up as an architect, a genius who usually beats people through his wits. That storyline, because that's what we had, okay? Or would you rather see a humanized Brock Lesnar who suddenly is weak because Rollins has numbers? Which one? Beast versus architect, or spoiled chosen one with the Authority members who usually don't help him out versus a humanized beast? It's not difficult. Storytelling matters. Storytelling matters in wrestling, guys. It really does. And tonight, I feel like what they did with Lesnar and Rollins was stupid. It was garbage. It was crap. Okay? Next week, they need to rectify this. I refuse to sit here and say that I am excited about a freaking Authority-backed Rollins versus a Brock Lesnar who's humanized because all of a sudden numbers with people that failed to help him out before. Next week, I want to see Lesnar come out and destroy them all. The whole idea of, okay, you have the Authority. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to kick your ass. That's the whole idea. Okay? Why are we humanizing Lesnar anyways? For what reason? Where's the storytelling in that? Oh, one-on-one booking. Old school. Sometimes old school booking doesn't work anymore. Okay? It doesn't work. All these old school minds, they're like, oh, it's okay. It worked back there with Ric Flair and the Horsemen beat up Dusty Rhodes. The Horsemen made a career off of making people's lives misery. The Shield did the exact same thing. Evolution did the exact same thing. What the fuck has the Authority done successfully at all? Randy Orton beat them up. Dean Ambrose beat them up. John Cena beat them up. It doesn't work. It doesn't. At least if you had Big Show out there, you even then I still wouldn't believe it. Guys, you have to understand what my pet peeve is. My pet peeve is storytelling, okay? If nothing makes sense, if it really contradicts with what happens in the past, it's going to bother me. And I felt like this ending segment actually did more to hurt the main event than it did to help them. They can rectify it, thankfully, because 4 weeks is a long time to fix things. They need to rectify this. Next week, Lesnar needs to come out and destroy, and I mean destroy the Authority. Kane, JJ Security, just destroy them. Create the idea that even with help, Rollins, you're going to be in trouble. Because then he would have to find a different way to beat Lesnar. There is storytelling in that, guys. Storytelling. Make it interesting. Make it new. New, fresh. Not the whole authority versus Lesnar. The authority versus one storyline. That's been going on since Daniel Bryan, and I'm sick of that. Let's get something else, please. 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 Oh, Jesus. But that's my thoughts on Raw. Overall, I'll give it a C. I'll give it a C. It wasn't, it did a lot of good things to get me excited for Battleground. Unfortunately, like I said, because of the ending segment, because of the Divas, because of certain stuff that was good but could have been better, I can't give it anything higher than like a C, maybe a C+. Like if I was doing pluses and minuses, I'd give it a C+, but I'm doing letter grade, so a C. All right. Let's see who I pissed off in the comment section. I'm almost certain someone down there is like, oh, Alyx, man, you're too hard on it. You're nitpicking it. You got to enjoy it. I love you guys, but some of you guys, I swear to God, it's... I love you. I love you. I really do. But some of you just don't understand wrestling. That's the best way I can say it. You just don't understand wrestling. You think you do, but you don't. You're not in tune with what fans look for, and I think I am. That's probably my ego, but I'm just being real with you. All right. I think it'd be cool if they would have had Lesnar still unstoppable, but then Triple H makes the match falls count anywhere so that Rollins can plant traps around the arena and have the rest of the authority members, disguised or hidden, sort of like, okay, see, that's different. Okay. We can do that. During the match, if they were to come in and help him, I wouldn't have liked that either, but at least what you've done is that you've allowed the story to build that Rollins is fighting Lesnar by himself, and he's fighting unstoppable Oz, and he has to use his wit to beat him, and this is what he comes up with. So in that context, that's the right word, not content. Context, it works. So I'm not mad at that. SummerSlam team, NXT Owens, Team NXT, Owens, Breeze, Balor, Baron Corbin, and Samoa Joe versus Team WWE, Cena, Ziggler, Christian, Ambrose, and Bad News Barrett. Survivor Series is more like it. That's not really a SummerSlam match, more like a Survivor Series match, but I'm not mad at that. I don't see anything wrong with the ending, really. We all know Rollins is going to lose at Battleground. You think he's going to lose? I was on the idea that Rollins was going to beat Lesnar. So, all right, we'll see what happens, man. It's a match at Battleground, a no DQ match. Not right now. Do you think Lana looks better without the red lipstick? Lana is just gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. She just really is. Would you enjoy a Lesnar versus Sheamus feud? Feud, no. Match, yes. I would like to match. I like a match. Why so butthurt over the ending? See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Do people even listen to what I say? Or do they just hear me go, rah, 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 he's yelling and fussing. Listen to what I have to say, please. At least take what I'm saying and then put it into context. People who tell me your butt hurt, you know what that tells me is they're not listening to what I'm saying. Either they listen to what I'm saying and don't agree with it and they're acting like dicks, or two, they don't understand or comprehend what I'm saying. Either one, I just don't want to deal with you, okay? This is why I delete comments like this. This is why I block people. You wonder why I block people who say your butt hurt? It's because you either didn't read or listen to what I'm saying and comprehend it, and you couldn't respond with anything intelligent like, okay, Alyx, man, I don't agree with you, but this is why I think it was cool. Instead, you're like, oh, I liked it. You're just butt hurt. And people wonder why I block people. You wonder why I dislike videos. I dislike videos. I don't dislike videos. I block and delete videos. Delete people. I mean, all flustered. Delete comments and block people. That's what I do. That's comment why. It just really is, man. It's just, we gotta do better. We gotta do better, man. We gotta communicate. We gotta talk. Call me butthurt over something like that because I don't like it. I at least gave you a reason why. And if you can't comprehend that, that's your fault, not mine. They are giving Seth Rollins a way to beat Lesnar easier. because he could never beat him by himself. If John Cena couldn't do it, how could Seth Rollins do it? Isn't that something? Okay? That's why you have to be creative. You know, it's just lazy and boring and stupid. That's not going to do anything. If Rollins beats Lesnar because of the help of the Authority, what is that going to do? What is that going to do? It's not going to do anything. You want to do a creative way, something that's not been done before. I don't know, poisonous food, or, you know, affect him emotionally, or attack Paul Heyman, something. Have Paul Heyman turn on Lesnar and join with Seth Rollins. I don't know. Be creative with it. Do something different that hasn't been done before. Not the whole, okay, Rollins will beat Lesnar with the help of the Authority, which is... You wonder why wrestling is not cool anymore. Jesus. Preach about Lesnar Rollins scene. You are absolutely correct. Thank you very much. Can Lana even wrestle? Most likely. I hear she can. Hopefully she can. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless why we're giving her this push. It would be cool if Rollins beat Lesnar by pinfall, and then Lesnar goes beast mode on him and destroys everybody. Wouldn't that be interesting? A few more. Let's get a few more comments. And actually, let me refresh. Let me refresh real quickly, because I'm pretty sure now I should be getting a lot more comments from my fans here. Come on, come on, come on. All right, here I go. And you. The Authority should have ended at WrestleMania 30. So following the Daniel Bryan storyline. Yeah, it really should have. Delete people. Thank you. Thank you for that, man. It's just... Also, the Let's Man explains for 10 minutes why he didn't like the ending. Why so butthurt over the ending? Someone gets it. What? Why do people malfunction so much? Thank you. Who are you? I'm gonna say your name. Off Leather Wings. Thank you. You are cool. Worst Raw ending ever. Thank you, Miss Carter. I agree, Miss Carter. Two more. Some of you don't understand what wrestling is about, because you sure as hell do. Yeah, I do. I've been watching this long enough. I've talked to people in the business. I used to work for WWE, so I think I have a good idea of what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Jamie Noble got himself injured during the Brawl tonight. Is he really injured? Jeez. Hopefully not. Yeah, actually, no. I'm getting multiple comments here. Jamie Noble got hurt. Taken out by a stretcher. Wow. Did he get injured? Someone confirm that for me. Okay, let me go ahead and end this. This is going on pretty long. Let me read this last comment here. Someone said something about the Divas that I wanted to read, because where is it? It's a lot of comments. Thank you guys for interacting with me. It's really cool that I get to read your comments and actually do this. I just want to be sure I cover everybody here. And if I don't read all your comments, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just I'm trying to be able to create the best live review here as I possibly can that's relevant to what I'm talking about. You keep saying that you guys don't think it's developed, but you keep ranting about them because they suck. They're on my TV all the time. So it's like, hey, you know what will make me stop ranting about the Bella Twins? Put someone else in their spot. Maybe I'll stop ranting about it. Try that out. Might be a good idea. Okay, I think I lost that other comment. Oh well, guys, thank you. Thank you for watching my live review, enjoying my botches, because I love my botches. Hashtag botches. As always, guys, let me actually see myself so I don't do this like I did last time. Here, like I said, like me on Facebook, subscribe, donate to my Patreon. One more spot open for fan review with me, and that is for I think it's gonna be Hell in a Cell, right? The October pay-per-view. The October pay-per-view must be Hell in a Cell. So whatever pay-per-view is in October, that is the last spot for my fan reviews. Unless you want Survivor Series or something else. Something else. But thank you for watching, guys. I am signing out. This is your boy, Deluxe Man, signing out. Peace.